Just being the
A warm welcome to those of you gathered here in the sanctuary and to those of us that are joining online. Thank you for being with us this day. My name is Craig Miller. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm the minister here at Knox, and we're honored each year to be able to host the Transgender Day of Remembrance. We join the global human family on this day to mourn our dead. We remember our trans, our two-spirit, and gender non-conforming siblings who've been lost at the hands of hatred over the past year, since our observance last year. Today we come together to affirm and renew our commitment to protect, to support, and remember our kin who are targeted for their identity. We'll have our service today in this space, an abbreviated service so that those that are service providers and others can join us for a light lunch up in the auditorium and then make their way back to work. And we invite all of you to join us for that today. Traditionally, we start with a land acknowledgement. We are not going to do that today. We know that families and friends of missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls, both here in Manitoba and across the country, are asking groups not to offer a land acknowledgement until our landfills are searched. So today we honor the folks at Camp Morgan, and our kin in Manitoba who have been advocating for this work, and will refrain from offering an acknowledgement of territory today. We're grateful, very grateful, that Marshall Morisseau, who is our new 2S LGBTQIA+ facilitator at CIRC, is with us today. And we're going to open our service with a smudge. Marshall.
Thank you again, Marshall, for that. My name is Ali Wochuk. My pronouns are she, her, and I am part of the Brandon Pride Committee. The Transgender Day of Remembrance has been observed internationally since 1999 as a way to honor the memories of Monique Thomas, Rita Hester, and Chanel Pickett. These three transgender Black women were all killed in Massachusetts only a few years apart of each other, leading to the creation of the Remembering Our Dead project and ultimately the International Transgender Day of Remembrance on November 20th. This is a day for everyone to have the opportunity to gather to remember a trans and gender diverse people that we have lost to violence and suicide every year. In Brandon, the Trans Day of Remembrance has been observed annually since 2008, making this the 15th year of this tradition in the city, and it never gets any easier. But it brings us all together during a time when we need to have that community, and I want to thank you all for being here. Sorry. I want to introduce our speaker this year, Wendy Friesen. She's a poet, a friend, and a positive voice in our community for activism and change. Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you very much, Ali. Hello, everyone. For those of you who still do not know me, by way of my introduction, again, my name is Wendy Friesen. My pronouns are she, her. Anastasia Gibson is my partner, if you know her that way. I've been a resident of Brandon for a little over a year now and a proud member of its 2S LGBTQIA+ community. Today, as you know, is the Transgender Day of Remembrance, which marks the end of the Transgender Week of Awareness. And on this annual day, we honor those in our community worldwide who have tragically lost their lives to transphobic violence by reading their names and holding a candlelight vigil. According to TDOR-TransLivesMatter.info, the total number of trans lives that have been lost worldwide between October 1st of 2022 and September 30th of 2023 is 391. However, these figures are likely an underrepresentation as many hate crimes go unaccounted for. And if this isn't tragic enough, there are more tragic losses of life each year that we must add to this list of names we read every year at this time. If you keep up on current events in the news as I do, you probably have heard that the federal leader of the opposition, Pierre Poilievre, is now officially siding with the anti-queer movement that is currently rising across Canada. Only just a couple of days ago, by way of a video, he stated that our Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, quote, has no business pushing radical gender ideology on kids. I have no doubt that his horrible statement will put wind in the sails of the extremists to incite more violence and even deaths of folks in our community, and as such, we will see their names added to this ever-expanding annual list of those we lost. Unfortunately, we cannot bring those that we have lost on this list back, nor can we prevent every loss of life going forward. But we can all go do our part to save some from dying and prevent their names from being on this list. We must stay strong and continue to do our part to love and support each other. The act of community work is uplifting, empowering, and addictive. We must stay informed and reason with others gracefully to show that love and not hate, that inclusion and not exclusion are the way. We are stronger together. Be cautious and aware of your surroundings to err on the side of safety, whether you are queer identifying or an ally. Keep your own community spirits up and those of the ones that you love and friends by spending quality time together. Do your part, no matter how small, will influence others to do the same. Petition our governments at all levels to increase queer rights and attend rallies to support your community. Most importantly, never apologize for living your best authentic life. And there's much in the way of hope. To quote international author Diane Hardy, it only takes one voice at the right pitch to start an avalanche. As a result of the federal opposition leader's statement, the federal NDP is now bringing a petition to the Liberal government that has received over 3,200 signatures that would implement 29 policy solutions, which include providing stabilized funding for LGBTQ organizations, access to gender-affirming care, and addressing rising hate and violence, among other things. This petition, if made law, would future-proof our rights regardless of whether the Conservative government were to win a future election. As well, our own little town of Brandon has a fierce collective heart. We have elected 2 new inclusive trustees in the last BSD election to ensure that our kids' vulnerability will not be compromised. As well, our province has ushered in a brand new inclusive and diverse government, which has 8 openly queer identifying cabinet members, one of which, named Logan Oxenham, is openly transgender. To quote Jim Murray, a current BSD trustee, these anti-queer or anti-LGBTQ groups picked the wrong community to mess with. To quote another high protector of our community, Laura Crookshanks, who presented our petition the other day to the trustees, the opinion of the majority of Brandon residents is clear, as she spoke to the results of the recent BSD election and provincial elections and overwhelming public support for the queer community in recent months. Our little town of Brandon is setting a fine example with our huge community spirit. Our province, too, is setting the tone Canada-wide. There is no room for hate in Manitoba. Our province will lead the way towards influencing other provinces to follow our shining example of love and inclusivity. We, by our actions, are empowering ourselves and giving hope and strength to our queer community members Canada-wide. I would like to leave you with a poem that I wrote that speaks to the sentiment of the day, and I wrote it just 1 year ago to the day, and I was inspired to write it by my own transgender experiences, some observations, and the Colorado Springs tragedy that occurred last year at this time on Transgender Day of Remembrance in a gay bar where a gunman opened fire and tragically killed 4 queer identifying patrons that night, countless others. And this poem is called My Queer Remembrance Tribute. My name is Wendy Friesen. I'm female through and through, but had to make some changes though. My color's pink and blue. My days are pretty standard, routines are female too. Ecstatic to live authentic, a privileged dream come true. But living life in this way presents a challenge too, to be the best ambassador for those that I'm brand new. For some, I think desensitized as I'm simply being there. They see me out in public, and with mind's eyes, many stare. Others just ask questions, and I'm up for that as well, and they're mostly very kind and curious as hell. And then there's also people who mean well when they say, I'm sorry, it just slipped out. And I reply with, it's okay. This segues to the people much more than just a few. They just find me amusing, and they laugh and whistle too. Men at Halloween in mocking female clothes. I saw them at the thrift store, and they saw me in throws. The manager said nothing as they went on their way. I saw them in a local bar, and they were allowed to stay. We went to see a new play. My partner and I froze. A character was in the play, a man in women's clothes. This character was meant to be a fearful school headmaster, enjoyed by all the audience. You could tell by all the laughter. People mean and cruel are hard to educate. They refuse to be accepting, and their attitude is hate. Queerphobia is like a fire where haters like to gather. To feel comfort from the hate, they rally and get madder. They add more wood and fan the flames, and the fire grows larger too. Now violent flames throw many sparks, which start more hate fires too. In Colorado Springs last year, on Trans Remembrance Day, people shot for being queer. We are now a hunted prey. Please find it in your hearts to love and not to hate, for this is true inclusion. Please don't segregate. And so I wrote this tribute to all queer lives being lost. Because of hate or violence, they paid the highest cost. Despite all this, I love my home in the city where I live. The community is wonderful. They back a cause and give. It is my wish, as I would like for others all around, to see my city's loving heart with signs outside of town. Big rainbow signs with giant words, and the message would be pretty. Welcome all to Brandon, an all-inclusive city. That's the end of my poem. I'd like to thank you all very much for listening, and I'd really like to thank you to the Transgender Day of Remembrance Committee for this great privilege to be able to come up here and speak before you today. Thank you very much. Take care.
Thank you, Wendy. Your words honor the lives that have been lost, and they offer us a real tangible sense of hope for our collective future together. Now let us join together in the reading of names. Let our readers come forward.
Raha Patra from India. Rath Kizan, India. Name unknown, Brazil. Tree Crane, USA. Ever Albaran, Chile. Cleo Quinteros Hernandez, Guatemala. Uriana Sison Orario, Philippines. Babul Mirha, Bangladesh. M. Rosa Marak, Philippines. Breazia Banks, USA. Dakota Lawrence, USA. Lucy Dawson Steyer, Canada. Carolina Pereira, Brazil.
Thalita Costa, Brazil. Alexa Andrevina Sokova, the USA. Charm Wilson, USA. Name unknown, from Mexico. Name unknown, Mexico. Campanilla, Ecuador. Samara Sibeli Fiera Gomez, Brazil. Eloise Andrade, Brazil. Iesma Santos Silva, Brazil. Ana Luisa Panteello, Brazil. Yoko, USA. Lake, Pakistan.
Liliana Veroni La Shakina from Argentina. Priva, India. Julia Sadagova from Azerbaijan. Natalia Gonzalez Santiago, Mexico. Feda, Mexico. Noah Milivojevic from Serbia. Kamrani, Pakistan. Ferniel Mary Mora, USA. Francesca Rivas, Colombia. Name unknown, Brazil. Catherine Macea Rivera, or Julia, from Nicaragua. Yomari, Colombia.
Bianca Fiera del Roca, Bia, Brazil. Anna Ivankova, Greece. Grazela Hungaro, Brazil. Elena Esther Adem, USA. Rachel Higa, Japan. Thalia dos Santos, Brazil. Franklin Pabon Camacho, Colombia. R.L. da Silva Junio, Brazil. Lucas Perez, Brazil. Onyx John, Australia. Rihanna, India. Claudia de Costa, Brazil. Camden Ryder, USA.
Michael Ray, USA. Julia Nicole Moreira de Silva, Brazil. Nicole, Mexico. Wendy, Ecuador. Bella, Ecuador. Karina Gomez, Mexico. Darren S., Turkey. Callie, Sweden. Devoni Gervais Johnson, USA. J. Pamadulin, Philippines. Susan Fernandez, Colombia. Consolito, Mexico. Dolly Goins, USA. Marimar Kim, Mexico.
Louis Angel Diaz Castro, USA. Jordana Borbor Cruz, Ecuador. Luciana Sandoval, Colombia. Natasha, Brazil. Lovely Page, USA. Thomas Robertson, or Tom Tom, USA. Jay Amahan, Philippines. Adriana, Armenia. Chao Lihers, Brazil. Name unknown, Brazil. Shiria, Mexico. Tiago da Silva, Brazil. Valentino de Paz, Guatemala. Catherine Wheeler, USA.
Name unknown, Brazil. Michelle Moreira, Brazil. Lila, Ecuador. Samira Lescar, Cuba. Name unknown, Italy. Emily Isabella Coltz, Brazil. Valentina Moran, Ecuador. Dolly, India. Sophia, India. Ivana Divina Jones, Mexico. Joanna Smith, Brazil. Juliana Chavez Flores, Peru. Name unknown, Brazil.
Pamela, Mexico. Name unknown, Spain. Flavia Herrera Rodriguez, Cuba. Abby Silva Moreira, Brazil. Chanel Perez Ortez Uvita, USA. Patty, Ecuador. Hushi, India. Jacob Williamson, USA. Michelle Dion Peacock, USA. Dustu, Bangladesh. July, Mexico. Jocelyn Lino, Ecuador. Colin Smith, USA.
Lina Franco, Mexico. Tati Guzman, Colombia. Alex Bendel, United Kingdom. La Divina La Johan, Venezuela. Stephanie Villar, Brazil. Stephanie Petty, USA. Banco Paso Brown, USA. Name unknown, Mexico. Lakendra Andrews, USA. Kawan in Brazil. Karina Guevara, Honduras. Bibo, India.
Haley Mackenzie Lawson, B, Canada. Praveen Nath, India. Emily Grace Robon, Canada. LF Rodriguez Mier, Colombia. Jaden Miller, Canada. Samantha, Brazil. Raisa, Brazil. Tefi Belizari, Guatemala. Maori Sosa, Guatemala. Name unknown, Argentina. Dania Sharif Polo Solanzaro, Colombia. Sakira, Mexico.
Shayla Cabezas Rey, Ecuador. Ome Gonde, USA. Natasha, Mexico. Nova Dune, USA. Jenny, Mexico. Seba, India. Sarita Pinheiro de Oliveira, Brazil. Yanina Martinez, Mexico. Renanda Minero, Brazil. Stephanie Jama Coto, Peru. Victoria Damas, Brazil. Molly, Sweden. Bruno Casillo dos Santos, Italy.
Cam Chamberlain, USA. Ezra Jackson, United Kingdom. Luisa Fernanda Negrete, Colombia. Jivo Castillo, Ecuador. Mia Alana Loren Knight, USA. China, Mexico. Name unknown, Brazil. Aisha Davis, USA. Chiquita, Brazil. Luisa Fernanda Parra, Colombia. Rosie, Mexico. Ramona Torres de Silva, Brazil. Luna Bravo, Ecuador.
Tasiva Woodland, USA. Victoria Pereira, Uruguay. Rebecca Vendaval, Brazil. Monica Jimenez Belmont, Mexico. Kathleen de Silva Nascimento, Brazil. Kenia Salazar, Mexico. Name unknown, Brazil. Emily Rodriguez, Argentina. Name unknown, Mexico. Carla Santos, Brazil. Brigitte, Ecuador. La Penmona, Venezuela. Tanya Viviana Sandova Ramirez, Peru.
Cisabel Sisi, Ecuador. Ariel Mendoza, Nicaragua. Jordana Cortez, Ecuador. Sofia Inez Fernandez, Argentina. Name unknown, Vietnam. Ashley Burton, USA. Name unknown, Uruguay. Eduarda Emanuele, Brazil. Name unknown, Brazil. Mo Moore, USA. Bruna Brazil, Brazil. Mimi Piera da Silva Vilo, Brazil. Rashida Williams, Coco Dadal, USA.
Michelle Jesus PC Oryeki from Mexico. Agatha Santos, Brazil. Ruby Ferrar, Peru. Rayanne Cassia Bittencourt Noguera, Brazil. Camila Sanchez, Peru. Name unknown, Peru. Catalea, Peru. Mirella, Brazil. Andrea Lopez, Argentina. Sabrina Medeiros, Brazil. Manur from Pakistan. Katia, Colombia. Name unknown, Bangladesh.
Shakira, Brazil. Ivan Guadalupe Lima Fortet, Spain. Sana, India. Cassie Henderson, USA. Shayna Vanessa Petel Gomez, Colombia. Thaltia Gabrieli Aves Sosa, Brazil. Kina Zakharova, Netherlands. Alana de Silva, Brazil. Lorena Fox, Brazil. Violeta Navarrete, Mexico. Caitlin Irwin Earhart, Kate, USA. Paris Marchand Diosis, Ecuador.
W.P. da Silva Suzes, Brazil. Lichi, India. Magano, Brazil. Juana Mena Hernandez, Nicaragua. Amanda Rodriguez Ribeiro, Brazil. Jordana, Mexico. Joyce Kelly, Brazil. Keju, Brazil. Rena Rodriguez / Rena Dumura, Brazil. Eden Knight, Saudi Arabia. Jenny, Mexico. Alondra Chacon Avila, Mexico. Leila, Brazil.
Keely Daniela Messias Cortez, Ecuador. Elva, Indonesia. Jocelyn, Mexico. Name unknown, Mexico. Camila La Crespa, Colombia. Maria Fernanda Hilton, Brazil. Michelle Souza, Brazil. Kaylee Scott, USA. A name unknown, Brazil. Mela, Indonesia. Mateo Briones Alvarado, Ecuador. Lucy Salini, Italy. Luna Ramirez Soto, Colombia.
Mariela Jorgelina Romero, Argentina. Marta Castana Torres, Italy. Ruhina da Silva, Brazil. Finn Hall, United Kingdom. Daniel Davis Aston, USA. Kelly Loving, USA. Rihanna Rodriguez dos Santos, Brazil. Brenda, Argentina. Matty Sheldrick, United Kingdom. OEB Pineda, Venezuela. Beckett Noble, Canada. Olvin Osorio Doroteo, Mexico.
Z.A., Pakistan. Sandra, Spain. Name unknown, Peru. Leila, Brazil. Ethana Camille Azul Vargas, Caicedo, Ecuador. Ayala Sofia, Brazil. Veronica Manganese, Italy. Brianna Gay, United Kingdom. La Pajera, Colombia. Laura de Souza Machado, Brazil. Priscilla Aguado Hatuco, Peru. Sofia Gonzalez de Oliveira, Brazil. Mishi, Pakistan.
Destiny Howard, USA. Claudia Diaz Perez, Chile. Yamina Madrid Flores, Mexico. Marquis M.J. Jackson, USA. W. de Oliveira Rodriguez, Brazil. Name unknown, Mexico. Ariana Diaz Chavez, Argentina. Henry Berg Brazo, USA. Kaylee Love Light, USA. Lully Pimental, Brazil. Camila Noguera Camila de Souza, Brazil. Levi Martin, USA.
JD, Brazil. Eaza, Pakistan. Bronny Alcantara, Dominican Republic. Shayla, Mexico. Name unknown, Spain. Patricia Ramirez, Argentina. Connie Basilar, Brazil. Elaine Inglis, Philippines. Lisa Castari, Belgium. Name unknown, Uganda. Name unknown, Brazil. Ikam Sekin, Turkey. Talia Ariana Santos, Brazil. Gwen Gatewood, USA. Name unknown, Brazil.
T.L. de Souza, Brazil. Jasmine Star Mack, USA. Sebastiana Piera de Souza, Tiana, Brazil. Samantha Fuentes, Guatemala. Reza Piera de Jesus, Brazil. KB Macedor, Philippines. Victor, Brazil. Gabriel Godet, Brazil. Mino, India. K.C. Johnson, USA. Fran Jungers, NATO, Brazil. Sofia Agustina Bravo, Argentina. Pinky, India.
Stephanie Ashley de Silva Neves, Brazil. Aurora Claire Stark, Canada. Denise Cavalli, Mexico. Maria Jose Torres Astros, Colombia. Lagata, Colombia. Manuel Taran, USA. Olivia Snow, USA. Paris Beristain Vergara Valero, Mexico. Danny Milan, Mexico. Pranitha, India. Erica Quintana Avalos, Peru. Maria Jose Rivera, USA. Name unknown, Pakistan. Unique Banks, USA.
Ali Castillo Lemanche, Peru. Ivory Nicole Smith, USA. Vera Lucia Lopez Seguera, Brazil. Francesca Gomez, Paraguay. Noah O'Brien, Australia. Name unknown, Argentina. Rafael Morales Iglesias, Brazil. Samantha Campana, Brazil. Gracie Kelly, Brazil. Paris Alexandria, Mexico. Nettie Cosme, Brazil. Emana Wataho Zachi, USA.
Diamond Jackson McDonald, USA. Angela Maria Bernal Ospina, Colombia. Ana Paula dos Santos, Brazil. Adriano Santos, Brazil. Name unknown, Mexico. Day Rodaz, USA. Gabriela, Colombia. Josie Cordova Macas, Ecuador. Morgan D., USA. Name unknown, Mexico. Andrili Prestes Aguara, Brazil. Jacqueline Foriotti, Brazil.
Theodora Cassidy Teya, USA. Azel, Azerbaijan. Zoreya Alvarez, Honduras. Noor BM Al-Safar, Iraq. Danielle Danny Suarez, Brazil. Sherilyn Marjorie, USA. Aaron Ezra Young, USA. Michelle, Brazil. Nilu, India. Sofia Pereira Santos, Portugal. Name unknown, Mexico. Armene, Turkey.
These remembered deaths have not gone unnoticed by us. Sacred, transgender, two-spirit, genderqueer, and non-binary lives do not go unnoticed by us. May our communities be places where all are welcomed and affirmed and loved, where all can learn and all can be teachers, a place where we are all safe. May our communities be places where people can seek and experience wholeness. Today we mourn our losses and we honor our precious ones. Tomorrow and every other day we continue to fight for the living. Our thanks to all of you for coming and joining us today for this ceremony. A reminder that there's a candlelight vigil here this evening at 5:30 p.m. and we invite you to join us. I understand that there was a very good interview with Wendy and Anastasia on Global News this morning and quite informative. We'll post that on our Facebook page and encourage you to share it with friends and neighbors and family so that we may continue to educate our communities together. There's a memory table here to my left, and if you would like to light a candle today before you go, we invite you to do that. They're battery operated. You just pick them up and turn the little switch on the bottom. All of you are invited to join us for lunch. We understand if you have to pick up a sandwich and run, you may get to the auditorium with the lift just outside the west entrance door here or up the stairs on the west end. There's a gender-inclusive washroom next to the office and next to the kitchen on the second floor. Again, thank you for joining us. The service will be archived on Knox's YouTube page if you'd like to share that as well. Be well and take good care.